6 Secrets to Elon Musk's Success. There is hardly anyone who does not know about Elon Musk, who has recently been on the cover of the famous Time magazine as one of the most talked about people in the world. He was crowned the richest person in the world in 2024. Musk is the proud owner of several internationally renowned companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, Starlink, and SolarCity. His total value has exceeded $450 billion, which brought him to this triumphant milestone. What is the real reason behind Musk's success? This article is about some of the mental secrets that Musk himself says have revealed the path to his success. 1. Success is not just about money. Musk says that wealth and success are not about chasing money. In a 2014 interview, he admitted without hesitation that he didn't even know how much he was worth. My wealth is not really a pile of money stashed somewhere. My wealth is determined by the increase in the market value of shares in companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and SolarCity. At the time Musk said this, his value was estimated at $10 billion. In the years since then, Tesla's stock price has exceeded $700 billion. At that price, even the most famous companies in the automotive industry such as Ford, BMW, Volkswagen, Fiat Chrysler, Ferrari, etc. cannot be bought. Musk, who has now completed half a century of his life, believes that he should not breathe his last breath as a billionaire. Musk, who hopes to use most of his wealth to fulfill his dream of colonizing Mars, is similar to another billionaire, Bill Gates. Bill Gates, who held the title of the world's richest man for many years, also believes that dying as a billionaire is a sign of failure. This is because it indicates that he did not invest his wealth in something productive while he was alive. Musk is also known to hold the same opinion, as his statements show. 2. The virtue of pursuing desires. Musk's Mars colony project is no better proof of his passion than his passion for pursuing his dreams. Almost all of Musk's other companies and projects are the result of his burning desire to make the future better. The rocket launch company SpaceX was born out of Musk's realization that current methods of launching rockets into orbit were not efficient. The American space program is really slow. I had hoped for a long time that NASA would go beyond Earth and send a man to Mars, establish a space station on the Moon, and so on. In short, humans would travel beyond Earth orbit more often. But that didn't happen. Musk, who laments his disappointment, did not just leave everything to the future. The Mars Sanctuary project to send a small-scale greenhouse to Mars was born out of such dashed hopes. He worked to interest not only the public but also the US government and NASA in space travel. Musk's goal was also to persuade the government to allocate more funds for it. In achieving that goal, one thing was clear to him. The US government, like NASA, has been slow to make space travel more common because of the high cost of space travel. Musk realized that the current space exploration technology is unnecessarily expensive than we think. The solution was SpaceX. The important thing is that SpaceX, which is the #1 international rocket launch company in the world, was not founded for the purpose of making money. It was to somehow send a man to Mars. Another factor that suggests that money is not the center of Musk's success is Musk's statement that he is just an engineer, not an investor. According to him, what motivates Musk to wake up every morning and go to work is not the bundles of dollars in the bank account, but his innate desire to solve technical problems. He opened all of Tesla's patents to the public, regardless of the financial loss, with the sole aim of advancing the field of electric cars. 3. Not being afraid of big goals. Another striking feature of Musk's ventures is how ambitious they are. He wants to revolutionize the automotive industry with electricity, Tesla, build a colony on Mars, SpaceX, send superfast trains through vacuum tunnels, Hyperloop, integrate artificial intelligence with the human brain, Neuralink, enable high-speed satellite internet connections, Starlink, and revolutionize the solar and photovoltaic industry, SolarCity. All of these ambitious goals have one thing in common: they are all futuristic, colorful fantasies that were popularized in children's comic books in the 1980s. He doesn't hesitate to say that the inspiration for his projects comes from the movies and books that shaped his childhood in South Africa. Musk says that you should dream big, not small, and strive to make those dreams that change the future come true. 04. Willingness to accept risk. If you are looking for success, you must know that with it, you will always find yourself. No one is more qualified to talk about it than Musk, who has faced risks more than anyone else. By 2002, he had sold all of his shares in his first two companies, Zip2, an online directory that helps find directions to cities, and PayPal, an online payment company, and had $200 million in his hands. Musk, who was then 30 years old, had expected to invest only half of that, but it turned out differently. SpaceX's first 3 launches failed, and Tesla was also exhausted by setbacks in every area, from supply chain to design. Musk was facing a major financial crisis. I had 2 choices. Either I could keep my money and let my companies fail. Or I could invest what I had left, whether I wanted to keep it or lose it. Musk chose the latter option. He invested his cash in his companies relentlessly to keep them afloat. Eventually, he became so deeply in debt that he had to borrow from friends to cover his living expenses. Musk says he has never been afraid of bankruptcy. 05. Ignore the critics. Musk says what shocked him most was the relentless criticism from pundits. Leading the charge were blogs that predicted Tesla's demise. Perhaps Musk's dogged determination to achieve his goals was one reason. But Musk tells a different story. If I said I would definitely do this, that would be a bit of a slouch. But I've always said I'm going to do this with all my might, Musk says. Like his critics, Musk never thought that companies like SpaceX and Tesla would ever be profitable. Musk was fearless enough to ignore the critics and go his own way. Musk did not believe that success was determined by money. He believed that success depended on the ability to solve problems and pursue goals that he felt were important, which made it easier for Musk to make decisions. Surprisingly, the market also approved of Musk's approach. The best evidence of this is that last year his SpaceX company was valued at $100 billion. What made Musk most proud was the incredible boost it gave to the American space program. Last year, the first 3 astronauts were sent to the International Space Station since the shuttle project was suspended in 2011. 06. Have fun even in the face of setbacks. Musk may be a workaholic, boasting that he works 120 hours a week. That doesn't mean he misses out on the fun. When Tesla had to close its car manufacturing plant due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Musk caused a huge stir on social media by calling the pandemic scare stupid. He also called the travel restrictions and stay-at-home orders fascist that violated human rights. Musk saw the resulting chaos as a great pastime. Last spring, he announced that he would sell all of his physical assets, saying they were a burden on me. A few days later, he announced on Twitter that his newborn son would be named XAEA12 Musk, sending social media into a frenzy once again. Musk, who has been promising to launch cars that can be purchased for $25,000 within the next 3 years, is stepping up his efforts to develop self-driving cars. In the midst of all this, last year ended with a major shock for Musk. The Starship spacecraft, which is expected to send people to Mars, crashed into the ocean 6 minutes after launch. Musk called the event a huge victory. Extreme success is different from normal success. To achieve such unlimited success, you have to have a strong addiction to something that goes beyond the limits and becomes an obsession. Musk has that kind of addiction. This is what his ex-wife, Justine, who knows him well, says about the biggest secret behind Musk's immense success.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, get notified.